What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Brown Compound. Today's video, we're gonna be taking this old dirty John boat from this into this. Then stay tuned because we're fixing to go over every last detail. So first things first, we gotta pull this thing out, get all the leaves out of it, all the crap. I see an A-arm here that we used as an anchor. There's a T-top, you know, all types of random stuff is just laying in the bottom of the boat. So I'm gonna go grab the side-by-side, take it over to where the hose can reach. We'll leaf blow it, get all the leaves out, vacuum it, clean it, and get it prepared. And then we'll go over all the material that I ordered for this boat. And then also we have to swap the motor from this Mercury 25 to that Mercury 4-stroke 25 that's on this skinny John boat, which is currently owned by my dad's friend. He just stores it here. So what we're kind of doing here is we're gonna take this boat as a trade, as well as some cash on top for him to take that boat with his motor. And we're gonna end up with this. This one's already, you know, kind of built. It's got carpet, seats, you know, sea deck, whatnot. So he kind of just wants the same setup as this boat and that one. So that's what we're gonna be doing for him today. Oh man. I don't think this trailer's gonna work for this. See it, we've already done this before. Yeah, let's just get the truck. I mean, look at this thing. We got scent killer, what do you call these things? Water squirters, light bar. It's probably garbage, got water all in it. Bucket cast net, dude, we got everything. You need something, it's probably in this boat. Look, we got plants and lizards growing up in here. What the heck does this wire go to? This wire goes to a... Oh, I remember we didn't have a rear light, so we used a LED rock light because we were fishing in the dark. Alright. Dude, there's so many leaves in here. Random bolts. All right. Okay. So I guess we get a leaf blower. Try to blow all these leaves that way, off the driveway. I'm kind of scared to open these. We got an aerator, a second paddle. Bro. Yeah, this stuff's just gonna keep on breaking. Oh, cockroach. Oh, ants. Look at all them ants. super heavy, man. Alright, that's one. Oh, come on. Just broke. This thing is full of ants, man. Hooking a weight. Turn this thing around. All right, we got some chlorine now. We got the majority of the stuff out, but we're just gonna hit it with this and let this sit on there. This is gonna kill anything in here. Get rid of all the, hopefully the mud, but definitely the green stuff. All the algae. You want to pick that motor up real quick? Take it off. I already loosened it. This one's light. That 4-stroke's gonna be heavy. Ready? Where are we going with it?
Does it still leak? Now you can grab it right here and pick it up. Carry it.
Where do you want to go with it? Right there?
No, back there somewhere.
Well, aren't we gonna put it on that boat?
I don't know.
If we put it back there, it's gonna sit in the graveyard forever.
No, I got an open spot in the back of the car. Yeah, you just throw it back there.
That chlorine did a good job. It's pretty much clean, other than the back. All right, y'all, so we got the hose in here, pumping water in. Cockroaches are starting to come out. I counted like 4 or 5 already. There's still a whole bunch of ants. We'll get the majority of them out whenever we fill it up. But I don't see any leaks other than the plug. Got an old plug in there, it's just not sealing off properly. But we're gonna go pick up some wood. All right, y'all. We're in Home Depot. We got a cart. We're gonna get some 1532 4-ply, not 3-ply. They have both, but 4-ply is gonna be better. So let me grab 2 of these. Alright, we got 2 rollers and a paint tray, and I also got him this box because they're only 10 bucks, and he's probably gonna want something to put like dry storage. Alright, 85 bucks. We got 2 sheets of plywood, 1532, 30 bucks a piece. We got a dry storage container, 2 rollers, and a paint tray. Alright, now we're gonna paint those top and bottom with whatever paint he wants to recommend. I'm sure you got something, huh?
Oh, I got a lot of it.
We'll get it painted, and then that might be all I end up doing tonight. That way we can get a fresh start tomorrow.
Look at this, Joel. Oh, yeah. How about that one?
Yeah, we got
to do.
stuff like this, and we're working on this.
All right, and I got a beer to drink over here somewhere.
Got 2 pieces cut. We're about to put some kills on it. Isn't this like mold protector or something? Made for drywall?
It's just an all-purpose. I mean, if you want to do it right, do it like I'm doing that fiberglass work over there. But I don't think we'll need to go that far.
I'll pass on the fiberglass. I ain't doing all that. Got the other boat pulled over here. Should be. Oh, this got the jack plate.
Yeah, it's nut and bolted and everything.
Oh, damn. Alright. Guess I better unbolt it.
There's a handle here, so. Or no.
No,
it's
that ain't
not a
no.
handle. It's here.
Here we go. Handle here, handle in the front.
Yep.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Go. Try to get on their center. Just a little further. There we go. Right about. Come my way a little bit.
They don't have tilt, so.
Oh, that motor looks good on here.
Oh, this thing will cruise.
Dang. Yeah, he's gonna be happy with this. We got our switch panel. It's your standard 3 switches, charging outlet with a voltmeter. We also got some marine wire. So it's just wire with a silicone loom around it to keep it watertight. We got 100 foot of that. We also got a bilge pump with a automatic float on it. So once the water level makes the float move, it kicks the pump on. We'll also run it to a switch. We also ordered a small light bar, a double row. I don't remember the size of this. It's small though. It's, I don't know, a couple, like a foot long or so. We also have some stickers here of a fish that we'll be putting on the side of the boat. We also ordered a lithium battery. They're super lightweight. One finger you can pick that battery up. We also ordered 2 swivel seat clamps. So these will clamp onto the back portion of the boat where you would, you know, sit without a seat. And you can see like that. And then he ordered 2 seats that will mount to these. And then we also ordered 2 rolls. I think it's like 94 inches a roll, almost 4 foot wide of sea deck from Amazon. Just a standard gray. And that's going to be everything that we're putting in the boat other than the 2 seats. All right, guys, we got the spacers back in. These little billet pieces to the motor. We'll go ahead and take our impact. Oh, we lost one. Alright, all the screws are in. I put 3 in the middle up front because that bend. And then the back's good. All the foam's in. I'm gonna put the sea deck in last because I don't want to get it dirty. But I guess we can put the switch panel in next, so I'll go ahead and grab that. So I'm literally trying to take this thing apart, like, so I can draw out what I have to cut. That's what you get from China right there. Just trying to unplug one of the terminals, the whole thing just breaks. All right, I cut my whole finger off. So I'm gonna take some super glue. It's not even open, hang on. So you guys can get this at your local Advanced Auto Parts. I buy it in the 10 pack. Woo. So we're just gonna glob up some super glue on there.
Use this. The front of your thumb has a whole drop.
Oh. And then we're good as new. That's what they do at the hospital, right? Go ahead and put it right there. Give it a nice squish. And that ain't gonna go nowhere. So there's our switch. And we can't put one on the other side because it'll go through the bottom of the boat. But that should be plenty. I got our switch panel drawed out, but the switch panel is broken, so we're waiting on a new one to come in. I also ordered a gas tank, a gas line, and a fitting. We just put the through bolts in for the motor, and I also adjusted the motor tilt where it should be. We got the light bar mounted up front. No wires are in, but it's mounted. Matter of fact, so I took some red and tacky grease, spray that all down the top of the jack, and we got that thing working real nice now. And then I sprayed some PB Blaster on the pull cord thing. I got that thing working pretty good. Try to get this thing working nice. There's some PB Blaster on it too.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
You like them? That'll match the sea deck. Good. How are you gonna be looking, John?
Look at that.
That look good?
Oh yeah.
But it'll be on the seats thing, so it'll be about here. You'll be able to swivel. Boom. And just like that. I almost forgot. I re-rolled that section on that side, so I got to re-roll this side because we got a lot of scratches and paint chipping. So I guess I'll just do that later. I'll get some paint and we'll wait for that to dry completely before we put the sticker on this side. But let's go ahead and try to cut out our switch panel hole. Ain't no going back now. All right. That worked pretty good. We got a sanding wheel on the grinder. See if we can try to like just round it out. Bingo, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and drill the holes where it's nice and straight, just like that, and then we're good to go. All right, we got some on the edges. Touch with some paint here. We got that whole piece repainted. I think I'm gonna go crazy once we get the sea deck and you know it's pretty much done. I do a whole bunch of touch-up paint. But we also did get this back corner here finished up nice. I went over that again one more time. But this boat's nowhere near perfect, but we're gonna try to make it look as good as we can. And it's turning out pretty good. So they are swivel mounts. So what you're gonna have to do is you have to swivel them to the side like that. Doesn't matter how you put them on here, but that's the only way you're gonna be able to get a screwdriver in there to tighten 2 of them down at a time. Once we set them on, which we'll do later, we'll go ahead and get them tightened as good as we can. So you'll hit those in and then you'll tighten tighten them down, probably get a pair of pliers and get them wing nuts super tight. But just like that, you got yourself a seat mounted up. Try to give it a little bit of an angle. And that should be perfect. Whoa.
What are you doing, buddy? You got your ball? Oh, he's such a good boy. Yeah. What are you doing? You want me to throw it for you? You gonna let me get it? Yeah. Look at him. Look at him clawing it. Give me that.
Oop, off the side-by-side tire. Good boy. Good boy.
Come here, buddy. He's such a good boy.
Put that in there like that. And we're just gonna start feeding away. Just keep on going. Try to shove it in there at an angle. And this wire makes it really easy. This marine wire, because it has that rubber loom over it. So we're just gonna make it up to the front, grab a set of needle nose, and try to rip it through. There we go. All right. Now, once we're there, we'll try to shove a little bit more back up in there, and just like that. That is how you run yourself a wire through the side of a John boat. Pull some wire connectors, get these put together just like that. All right, now we got our wires connected and shrink wrapped. So we're gonna go ahead and try to just kind of see where we want it. Probably right about there. And we're just gonna work this wire and then hold it where we want it, pull our slack. Kind of like that right there. And then there you go. That's how she's gonna look. So it'll be tucked up underneath. Everything will be siliconed. You won't even be able to tell. It goes through the hole there, through the hole here. Now, we need to drill another hole right here. Make sure nothing's back there. Shove it back through. Just like that. Look at that wire.
I mean, would you just look at it?
Bada bing, bada boom. Grab our vacuum. Go ahead and run that wire right through there. Take this off my head. I'm gonna go through the front, through the tube, out that hole, in that hole, underneath, through that hole, straight ran. That way we can get the wire nice and tight. That way it looks real nice. Through here. Oh wait, this used to be a live well, so we got to drill a hole on the inside for that. Boom. And she's ran through nice and neat. We got the bilge pump dialed in, so everything's zip tied, nice and tied together. I just put on another 15-foot line. We needed some wire to extend the boat motor wires. We could get a 51-inch battery cable for 18 bucks. Or we can get 12-foot jumper cables for 15 and get 24-foot of wire. Looks like a pretty good amount there. Go ahead and get our excess off the gun. And we're gonna go ahead and take our battery and set it right on top of that. We went to Walmart and got a few essentials for the boat. We got like a paddle, air horn, a new plug, a rope, a first aid kit. We also picked up a quick connect fitting to go on the new gas tank, which that also came in, and I got that rigged up. So what that is pretty much boom, you can quick disconnect. I've actually never used one before, so we'll see how that works. It was like 10 bucks at Walmart. I also just got our jumper cables cut off and connected that to our power wires to the motor, and then I'm fixing to wrap it all in this loom, some leftover stuff I had from another build. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that real quick, and then we're gonna run it to the front. All right, y'all, so we just got the switch panel hooked up. See, it just lit up blue. And then I also took the light bar and bilge pump, grounded those with the switch, and then I got both the positives to each. Oop, we haven't plugged in the bilge pump yet. All right, bilge pump's plugged in. Now, whenever I hit this first switch, the light bar should come on. Oh yeah. So that's gonna be on the first switch. And then the second one is gonna be the bilge pump. Now the bilge pump is on now, it has power. So it should go off whenever I pick this switch up. There we go. And then I also got the power wire for the motor. So that's all the way cranked to the left. We still got play in the wire there, so that's ran the same way the bilge is. I put it in a wire loom, and we got that coming to the battery. And I went ahead and put some connectors, shrink wrapped them. Now we got to move on to paint. Now I want to paint this surface the white, same as the tan here, because I think it's the seat deck's gonna stick better. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just paint the whole thing, and then I'm also gonna touch up some stuff up front as well as in the back. I think we do a nice good paint tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll be able to cut the seat deck and just try to start the motor, put some gas in it, and then we can take it out. He dropped off a lake key to a boat ramp, so we're gonna go test this thing, you know, make sure she's dialed in. I'm just gonna dump it all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just start rolling this on kind of thick. I already cleaned all this stuff, so we should be good to go. So we got the boat in here. I just had it sitting out in the sun for probably 2 hours or so. Got it nice and warm. Now it's sitting in the shade again. And I'm setting the seat deck foam floor out in the sun. That way these rolls will flatten out. Get them nice and sticky. That way the paper peels off nice and everything's nice and flat. So we're probably going to cut the two floor pieces first. Once we cut those, we'll go ahead and do the tops of the back, middle, and the front. And then I think I'm also, if I have leftover, I'm gonna put a nice triangle piece on these corners. So everything else is done. We got the fuel system, the bilge pump. I threw his plug in there, and I also put a strap on it. That way, you know, you can't lose it. It's there. And got everything zip tied up here in the front. Looking nice. That's gonna be his switch panel and the motor. That honestly looks, other than this part right here, oh, I guess that should be over here. Oh yeah, much better. So the last final piece is going to be a Bimini top. Now we ordered a brand new one. We have one, but it just was kind of falling apart. So we ordered a brand new one. Got all the fresh piping, and the top is actually going to be blue instead of black. So I don't really know how that's going to look, but it is what it is. It's what he ordered. So let's go ahead and try to put this together. All right, y'all, I got everything taken apart, put together, and mounted up. We got a solid mount back here, solid mount in the middle with a bolt that goes through, and with a nut on the back. These are just screwed from the top, and then in the front we mounted the little hooks. So go ahead and unhook these. Still works. Go ahead and unhook that as well, and then still need to get all the plastic off. But this goes and folds down, and it stays up. So it doesn't fold all the way back, it just stays all the way up there. And if you do need it to come back, then you just pull these pins, and then you can lay it down forward or lay it down on the top of the seats, whatever you like. Only thing we're missing right now that'll be here tomorrow is going to be these side rollers, because we already know John's going to put this thing on the trailer and scratch the whole entire side of the boat. So we better get a fresh roller on there, and then she'll be good to go. We got the seats on. I mean, everything's done other than the rollers on the trailer. Like we got a new kill switch on here. All right, y'all, we got the rollers came in with our new whatever you call it, shafts. But I just put this one on just to test fit it, and these were 10-inch rollers, so I'm just going to take that top cap and put it on the bottom. It's the only part we really got to worry about is right about here. Just wiped her off. Go ahead and dip her one time. Pull it out. Seems to be at the full line. Oh, there's a cockroach in there. Uh-oh. All right, let's go ahead and back her away from the dock. Go ahead and get this seat for the first time. Got a brand new kill switch on here. Just dial it in. Let's go out here in the middle and we'll talk a little bit. She gets right up on plane. Got the motor steam real nice. .7 miles an hour, she's riding out. Oh, we got 28.
got 28.
Figured we'd go over everything that we did in the boat real quick. Just give a nice rundown of how everything turned out. Alright, so let's go over everything that I put on this boat. First off, let's start with the detail. How dirty it was. Full of leaves. You couldn't even see the floor in it. There was a bunch of garbage in it and whatnot. So once we got all that cleaned out, we ripped the old floor out, put a new floor in, painted it with the Kills. Then we hit it with a coat of the actual boat paint. We got seats, light bar, new battery, everything's rewired. We did swap the motor on this boat. New fuel tank, new fuel line, new kill switch. We put a bilge pump in it. Obviously the sea deck and the Bimini top. And then we did a whole bunch of touch-up paint. But man, this thing really did turn out nice. Like, you got the small light bar, that's all you need. Got the wire tucked away real nice. Up in the front here. And I painted over everything so you don't even see it. You can see it down the side. Then we had to rerun the motor battery cables as well. And I put that in a nice loom. I'll see if I have the link to that, but that's hard to say. That's something I bought a long time ago. But we ran that up front. And then you got your switch panel that runs the bilge pump and the light bar. We also got a brand new plug for it because the old one was leaking. And I also tied it off that way, you know, this plug's never going to leave the boat. Because that's the last thing you need, is to show up to the boat ramp and not have a plug. But in here I tried my best with the wiring, as good as I could do. I mean, you got the wire loom for the motor cables, and then the other wiring is like weatherproof. It's in like a nice, you know, a nice loom itself, a rubber loom. But everything's zip tied together and ran into this battery, which is siliconed in as well. And this is a lithium battery, and I haven't had a problem with it yet. It fires the motor every single time, no problem. But to show you guys on the switch panel, so the light bar is going to be on the right. And he still has a third switch, so he can always add in a radio system or navigation lights or whatever it might be. But we got the light bar kicked on, works just fine. Next is going to be the bilge pump. Now that's going to be on that switch, but it also has a second switch in the back here. So if he is sinking and there is water coming in, this float will pick itself up and kick the pump on. So just to show you real quick, you hear that pump kicking on and off, and that runs to right here, which that is a one-way, only allows water out, not in. So that's pretty nice there. Obviously, yeah, the new fuel tank. That's a 6.5 gallon. Got it off of Amazon. And then you have the voltmeter, 2 charging ports, and then he has that other switch that doesn't go to anything. And then this Bimini top, it is blue, but that's the only color that they had. Everything else was out of stock. But this thing definitely turned out nice. I'm happy with it for sure. And so is the guy I built it for. He's pretty happy as well. We put the stickers on the sides. Those turned out really nice too. Uh-oh, we got a boat on the loose. She's washing away. Well, boys, that's going to be a wrap. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video. We're going to be trying to post every single weekend. But, yeah, she's finished. That's another one in the books. Y'all let me know in the comments, you know, what your most favorite part was, or you know, what you would have did differently. But I think she turned out pretty good. Nice paint job. I was kind of skeptical on the gray since these two colors are kind of weird, but I think it definitely turned out nice. The gray matches, the blue's all right. But we're fixing to put it on the trailer, take it back to the house, and then send it on down the road.